Criminal activities are definitely unacceptable and attract several kinds of punishments. But some people would stop at nothing to carry out their agendas regardless, so far it fetches money. It is true that even with the saying that bad things yield bad results, some people have successfully turned around the narrative by making a lot of money. A huge sum of it just by doing a lot of bad things. And even some of the good-doers cannot boast of having or ever having a like fortune. These criminals have made a whole lot of fortunes that could even take care of their generations to come if their wealth is not tampered with. Some even make it to the list of the richest people or most powerful people in the world. How interesting. This, however, does not or cannot rule out the fact that bad is bad. There is no two-way to it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we reveal to you top of the richest criminals in the world that are known to the public. From Frank Costello to Pablo Escobar, we have it all in this video for you. There might be many more who might not have been caught yet, but one day or another, the law will get to them, as it did to Elizabeth Holmes recently. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more similar content. Here we go. 10. Joe Lowe, $150 million. Joe Lowe is a Malaysian criminal businessman with a net worth of $150 million. He is the 10th richest criminal in the world. He is currently wanted by the Malaysian authorities for his connection with the 1MDB scandal. The 10th richest criminal in history is, however, believed to be hiding out in rural China. But he has not been captured to date. 9. Carlo Gambino, $400 million. Carlo Gambino was a Sicilian-American mobster and crime family mafia boss. He is one of the richest criminals in history with a net worth of $400 million. He died in 1976. Carlo Gambino is also known as one of the private richest criminals in history. 8. Frank Costello, $1 billion. Frank Costello was an Italian-American mafia gangster and crime boss. During his life, he ran one of the top and most powerful criminal organizations in history. Before his death in 1973, his empire had generated a revenue of up to $60 billion. However, with his net worth of $1 billion, he is one of the richest criminals in history. 7. Joaquin Guzman El Chapo, $1 billion. El Chapo Guzman is a Mexican drug lord who ran the logistics for the Guadalajara and Sinaloa cartels. The cartels dealt mainly with cocaine, but some heroin was produced in Colombia and delivered to Mexico. He became an expert at organizing planes, boats, trains, and trucks to carry drugs to the United States and Europe. When the cartel's top leaders were arrested, El Chapo took control. In 1993, El Chapo was arrested in Guatemala and sentenced to 20 years in a Mexican prison. And in 2001, he escaped after bribing several guards. Following his escape, American law enforcement placed a bounty of $5 million on him, but he managed to be on the run for more than a decade. In 2014, he was arrested again, but he escaped again in 2015, only for him to be recaptured in 2016. 6. Griselda Blanco, $2 billion. Griselda Blanco was a Colombian drug lord of the Medellin cartel and a frontier person in the Miami-based cocaine drug trade in the 1950s. She was said to have been responsible for over 200 murders while transporting drugs from Colombia to New York. Griselda Blanco died in 2012 when she was shot and killed at the age of 69. Her nicknames were La Madrina, the Black Widow. She was named because she had like 3 husbands that died, and the Cocaine Mother. However, she is the 6th richest criminal in the world and has accumulated a net worth of up to $2 billion before her death. 5. Adnan Khashoggi, $2 billion. Adnan Khashoggi was a Saudi Arabian businessman and one of the richest criminals in the world. He is known for the extravagant life he lived and also his many huge business deals. Adnan Khashoggi was an arms dealer and served as the head of the Triad International Holding Company, a multinational private investment corporation. In the early 1980s, he was listed as one of the richest people in the world with a net worth of $4 billion. This also got him the nickname Great Gatsby of the Middle East. However, come 2022, He is the fifth richest criminal in the world with a net worth of $2 billion. 4. Carlos Lader, $2.7 billion. Carlos Lader is a German-Colombian drug dealer and one of the richest criminals in the world. He is quite popular for running a massive cocaine distribution network near his own private island in the Bahamas and working with other big names such as Pablo Escobar in the drug industry. Due to a large number of crimes, he became wanted and was later arrested and jailed by the United States. Fortunately for him, his sentence was reduced and he now resides in Germany after completing his sentence. Having accumulated a net worth of $2.7 million, Carlos Lader is considered the fourth richest criminal in the world. 3. Leona Helmsley, $8 billion. Leona Helmsley was an American businesswoman who is popularly known for her oppressive behavior, earning her the title Queen of Mean. She was known for being mean to her family, employees, and even friends. In 1989, Leona Helmsley was investigated and convicted of federal income tax evasion and other crimes. With her accumulated wealth, she was able to make up a huge net worth of $8 billion, making her one of the richest criminals in the world. 2. Pablo Escobar, $25 billion. Pablo Escobar of Colombia is quite popular for his criminal activities in the world and is regarded as the most notorious drug lord. He was the controller of the Medellin cartel, which was responsible for importing billions of dollars of cocaine into the United States. Pablo Escobar was known for using his wealth as a bribing medium to officials so as to carry out his activities unhindered and protected. And he has the culture of having officials who wouldn't take his bribes killed. Very ruthless. With his net worth of $25 billion, he was named the seventh richest man in the world, and he is also the second richest criminal in the world. In 1993, Pablo Escobar was killed by Colombian forces with assistance from the United States after he escaped from a Colombian prison. 1. Amado Carrillo Fuentes, $25 billion. Amado Carrillo Fuentes, popularly known as the Lord of the Skies, was the head of the Mexican Juarez cartel. He was an extravagant mafia that controlled over 22 private 727 jet airlines and other private planes which he used in importing cocaine. This mafia boss would import drugs from Mexico and Colombia and smuggle them into the United States. He was named by the DEA as the most powerful drug trafficker of his era. Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for others, he died while undergoing plastic surgery for an appearance altercation in 1997. Before his death, he was estimated to have a net worth of $25 billion, making him the richest criminal in the world. That was all from us today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more similar content. See you in the next one.